Welcome to a Glaass tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add and edit metadata in Glaass. Metadata are custom fields which can be added to templates in the project. Metadata can be set to report into analytics and also register to create analytical widgets and lists based on the metadata in the project. For example, we can look at accident reports in the project by the metadata accident classification that equals accident without absence. And Glaass will show you in the register the cases that meet that criteria based on that metadata. Similarly, in analytics, we can create analytical dashboards and widgets based on the metadata in the project. In this example, we're looking at accident reports split by the accident classification, then company responsible, and we can see that widget here. To add metadata to the project, you must have document controller permission. To add a new metadata, click the multipurpose button, or alternatively, right-click in the middle column and select New Metadata. First, give the metadata a name. Once you have entered in a name for the metadata field, choose the field type. Click on the drop-down list and select the appropriate field type. In this example, we're going to create a colored single option select field. By default, it provides the names item 1, item 2, and item 3. Click on each of the list items and provide names for each of the list items. Once you have named the list items, the next thing you'll need to do is choose whether the metadata is active in the project. By default, this is yes, and it means that this metadata can be added to templates in the project. Next, you'll need to select whether you'd like to integrate this with Register, thereby allowing users to search for this metadata using Register. Also, the next option will be to select whether you would like to view this in Analytics, thereby allowing users to filter this metadata in the Analytics section of Glaass. Once you're happy with the metadata, click Add in the toolbar to add the metadata. Once you have added the metadata to the project, the next step is to add the metadata to a template. To do that, go in the Settings section and then select Customize, and then select the template that you'd like to add the metadata to. In this example, we're going to add the severity of the accident to the accident report template. Scroll down, and then in the template section, click New Field, and then in Field Type, click on this drop-down option, and you'll see the metadata field that you've added here. Select it, and then click Finish, and then click Save. The metadata has now been added to the accident report template and can be used on cases in the future. If you have selected Register Integration as yes and Analytics Integration as yes, it will not be visible in those sections of Glaass until the first case is created using that metadata. Once the first case has been created using the metadata that you've added to the project, users will be able to see that metadata field in the Register and Analytics. For example, we can see the severity of accident here. This can be added to our Register screen. And we will also be able to see it in our Analytics screen, where we can then select the severity of the accident in the project. Metadata can be added to multiple templates in the project. For example, this metadata field called Activity has been added to all of these templates, such as the witness point, and also the request for information, and other templates in the project. Metadata can also be edited. So if there are new activity options, we can click Edit, we can click the plus icon, and we can add in a new metadata list item. Once you've entered in the text for the list item, click OK, and then you can also drag these options around to reorder them in the drop-down option. Once you're finished, click Save to update the metadata field. That was a step-by-step guide on how to add and edit metadata in Glaass. Metadata are custom fields which can be added to templates. Metadata can be set to report into Register and Analytics for your reporting purposes. Only document controller permission users can add and edit metadata in the project. Once the metadata has been created, it must be then added to at least one template to function, and then at least one case must be created for that metadata to appear in Register and Analytics. That was a step-by-step guide on how to add and edit metadata in Glaass. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our support team.